Okay, welcome. Welcome to week 6 of our continuing education or wellness series. My name is Manisha Merchandani, and I'm a wellness advocate and business leader in Doterra. So I'm so excited to be joining you guys. We are talking all things stress, sleep, and emotions. Nothing that any of us aren't familiar with, right? And maybe you really need this conversation today, or you know someone who needs this. So I'm excited that you're joining me. Okay, so stress, no sleep, a million emotions. Let's talk about it. This is something that we're all dealing with all the time. And I think some of us who have never had issues, maybe in the department of stress or sleep, maybe now are feeling more and more just because of all the things that are happening in the world. So if you're able to, write some notes down, that this would be a great time to do it. And maybe just go ahead and give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, right? How you're doing in these departments. Are you aware of being stressed in your daily life? Right? Often 10 would say this is a huge problem. Now, if you're saying 0, then I need to talk to you because you're amazing. And um, you know, we think of stress in so many different that manifest in so many different ways, right? You might be concerned about how the quantity and quality of sleep that you're getting, right? That's caused by stress coming through the body. I mean, I know for me, I could probably sleep well in hours, but sometimes I just don't feel rested, right? And especially over the last couple of months, the quality of the sleep is not really good. So if you wake up in the morning still feeling a bit exhausted, or maybe like your mind is not feeling refreshed, that's something to think about. And then how frequently do your emotions feel difficult to manage appropriately, right? And appropriately would, be the key word there, right? So on a scale of 0 to 10, just rate yourself and see if, there's not some room for improvement in these departments for you. We talk a lot about the symptoms of, um, chronic stress. How are you feeling, right? Are you irritable? Are you having anxiety and depression? Maybe headaches, insomnia, all things to think about. Maybe your poor immune function, you keep getting sick, or increased blood pressure. So keep all these things in mind as we're talking today. Take your note, take a lot of notes, and feel free to, just apply them to your own life, and think of little, take little notes on how things in your life are fitting in some of these ideas that we're talking about today. Okay, so first let's talk about the mood matrix. Okay, so we're just jumping in. And this is a key visual that doTERRA offers to us, and it's just so useful, especially if you're feeling a lot of different emotions right now. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, go ahead. But this is a really good visual for you to kind of move through how you use essential oils, and some of the blends to help navigate those stressful situations and your emotions. So the upper left-hand corner, this is a space where you may be feeling like no peace, kind of fatigued, and you need to just address the emotions of feeling, too high strung and not being able to gather yourself. Then a feeling of, feeling just flat is also there. You start moving through a space of feeling no passion and maybe just exhausted, and you need more, to feel more invigorated. Then you can have the emotions of, feeling extremely stressed and still just no passion or peace, and just all stress. And we can use all of the different blends like Serenity, Citrus Bliss, Elevation, and Balance to help us navigate the stress emotion. So if you have these oils, these are what we call our mood oils, and I would suggest that you pull them out and put them somewhere where you can easily access them. Maybe a kitchen counter, a bathroom sink, beside your bed, beside the couch where you sit and work or read. Because if you're feeling like you're having a hard time, navigating some of these feelings that you're feeling, grabbing these oils can help you move through the mood matrix and really adjust your emotions and adjust the stress level in your life. So just let's touch on all of them. Serenity, for those of you who have it, probably love it. It's our calming blend. It really helps you feel the emotions of calming, gathering yourself. It's so good for just bringing, the mind to rest, calming the heart. And I think a lot of people are feeling, jitterness and not really knowing how, what that is coming from. So people reach out to me all the time and just say, I can't even verbalize what I'm feeling. But it's like, I just feel like everything in my body is shaky, but I don't have words for it. I just need to feel calm. So Serenity Blend is an incredible blend to do just that. Um, Serenity includes things like lavender, cedarwood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, Hawaiian sandalwood. and hoe wood. So great blend of oils. Now, how do you use these oils, right? You can put a couple drops in your diffuser. You can put a couple drops in the palm of your hand and just inhale. You can, and what I like to do with mood oils is rub them over my heart. So when you put them on, you want to make sure that you're rubbing them over your heart, rub your hands together. Always put them maybe on the back, on the sides of my neck, bottoms of my feet. You could really use them in so many places. And again, just putting a drop in your hand and breathing them in. So if you're feeling that, Serenity is going to be an incredible choice for you. So moving into the mood matrix area, or the zone of like fatigue and no passion, where you just kind of need to be able to get up and do your thing that day, and get some more energy in your environment, some energy in yourself. Citrus Bliss is going to be a great choice. So we love this blend. It smells so delicious. It's so energizing, and it really just like is a good to give you that kick in the butt that you might need. I like to wear Citrus Bliss as a perfume as well, as a pure fume. So if I'm just feeling emotionally exhausted, if I just need some motivation, then Citrus Bliss is going to be a great choice. This is a blend of things like the citrus, the wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine. Great citrus oils in there. And it pairs really well with a lot of other oils, right, in the diffuser. So you can always pair it with other things and get, customize the scent that you need in that moment. Okay, and then let's talk about elevation. Sometimes you just need sunshine in your life, right? You just need some more passion. You need to have some clarity. You need, a feeling of that you can do whatever is in front of you. Elevation is going to be an incredible blend for you. It smells like sunshine in a bottle. It's really yummy. It has Melissa in it. So Melissa helps our brains to feel healthy, and happy. If you're feeling really like down in the trenches, Melissa in this blend, with some other citrus oils, it makes your brain just wake up, right? And you can use it in the diffuser. You can apply it to your chest. You can even put it at the bottoms of the shower in the mornings. Like if you're taking a shower, you need to, wake up and feel happy. Elevation is a great blend. And it really, again, is customizing your morning experience. So this has things like lavender flower, tangerine, um, Amyris bark, clary sage, Hawaiian sandalwood, ylang ylang, hoe wood, osmanthus, lemon myrtle, and melissa. So just such a great blend, and really put together for a real purpose. And then we have balance. This is our trusty friend, balance. I love balance. It's one of my favorite blends, and I start every morning with using balance. It's the grounding blend. So it takes you from feeling like stressed and no peace into a very grounding space where you feel reassured. It's like a big firm hug. So it's good for all things stress. If you just, this is another one, like if you can't verbalize what that thing that's stressing you out, if you can't put words to it, balance is going to be the one that you want to use. And actually, like in our house, I put balance in the diffuser all the time. Nobody really even realizes what it does to our, how we feel after using that aromatherapy. So you can actually put this anywhere. You can put on the back of your neck, on your wrist. You can smell it. You can diffuse it, and it's good to even use if you're not having those feelings of jitterness, because what it does, it really gives you kind of like a baseline, right? And then it gives you that baseline of where you're at, and then you can, discover like how it, what else whatever other emotions are coming in. So no matter what comes your way, you're going to do well. It's like a quick attitude adjustment, right? When you're just about to kind of go off, about to kind of like just get really upset at something, you can just grab your balance, right? It's going to shift you into a different gear. So this is, it includes things like spruce leaf, hoe wood leaf, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus. Okay, and this balance is actually in a base of fractionated coconut oil. So it's already ready to go, ready to use. And I'll tell you, this is absolutely one of my favorite blends. So balance pairs really well too. Everything pairs really well, but what I balance and serenity together are, in equal parts is what we call a liquid Xanax, because it just chills you out, right? We can just use the benefits of all those oils together, and So again, just so customizable, right? You can be really adventurous with how you're using these oils. You can blend them together, put them in a diffuser. You can blend them together and put them in a roller bottle, and put some fractionated coconut oil and just wear it out. So this is our mood matrix, and if you have this graphic in your mind, it's really easy for you to kind of move through the different things that you're feeling, and know what oil or blend to grab to support that feeling. Okay, now we're going to talk about adaptive, and a lot of us are huge fans of adaptive. We love this. We love the whole collection. It's been a game changer for so many people with stress and emotions, and just helping us to be able to kind of get a hold of what's going on in our bodies, especially if you're somebody who struggles with anxiety and depression. So, if you're struggling with things like OCD and PTSD and any of those emotional things that are kind of setting, uproot in your system, adaptive can support you in that. Now, this whole collection you can purchase together or you can get this individually. And we're going to walk through how these work to give you a little bit more of an idea. So, first, the adaptive supplements. Okay, this is not the adaptive essential oil blend. It's a supplement in a capsule, and it's actually very different because it has herbs and botanicals combined into the supplement for you. Okay, so do not take the adaptive essential oil and put it in a veggie capsule because that's something totally different. The adaptive blend, it works to promote the positive feeling. So this is really going to boost your mood. It's going to help you feel a whole lot more confident where you're at with your state of mind. And just in general, it helps you to relax. So it helps your mental well being to feel healthy, and it's going to help support cognitive function and emotional balance. So this has what's called GABA in it, and that works in our gut to help support our brain. So if you're feeling like you're having trouble going from where you used to, be like new surroundings and acclimating to stressful situations, all of that adaptive is going to be the supplement that's really going to help you manage that. We love adaptive for just a quick adjustment. And if we've had like high stress for a while or feeling kind of overwhelmed, this is very, very calming. The beautiful thing about adaptive is that you can take it in the morning, you can take it at night, and you just kind of need to know your body and know how you respond to different supplements and different things that you're using to help the stress and emotions. But adaptive as a daily supplement is really, really a great add into your routine. Okay, so now we've got the oil. So the adaptive capsules pair really, really well with the oil, right? They go together really well. Again, two different products. They work together, but they're two different products. So the common blend is a blend of different oils like wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. So these are going to help boost your mood. Okay. And it's going to work together with the adaptive supplement to help you have those good transitions in those stressful environments, calming and relaxing you. Even if, again, another one where if you just can't get the words and you just can't seem to get on top of something, you don't have balance. We love to diffuse adaptive, right? We diffuse adaptive all the time. We can even pair it with, like, I love to pair it with citrus bliss a lot. Those two in the diffuser are equal, equal at with in equal parts are one of our favorite smells, right? And it keeps our environment really calm. So this adaptive is incredible. The oil blend diffused in an area where you're feeling like the environment is chaotic, just turn the diffuser on, right? Anybody feeling, that right now, even the kids, people that walk in your home, this is a great time to use this. Now, it also comes in a roller bottle. The roller bottle is the adaptive blend diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So you can keep that on you and keep it in your purse. You can give it to your kids so they can empower themselves when they're having kind of a stressful moment. Just take it out and roll it where you need it. So I'll just do a quick reveal of what they all look like. So this is the capsules, the oil, and then here's the roller ball. And I just love the roller ball. And remember, these are um, really easy to apply. They have the metal roller ball on top, so really, really good. So just take it out. You can just roll it where you need it. I like to put it on my stress points. You can roll it down your neck, on your heart, anywhere. It works really good for high blood pressure support, that's stress induced. So that's another way to use it. The word that the name says it all, right? Adaptive. So anytime you're feeling that you need to adapt to the current situation, you're going to grab for this. Okay, it's going to help you with the mood. It's going to bring all the stress levels down. I do want to mention that let's talk. Okay, okay. Now we're going to talk about sleep, y'all. Okay, so we transition to sleep. So a lot of people don't sleep well, right? And if you have some good sleep habits in your life, no matter what you do with essential oils and supplements, all the things are you're going to struggle, right? If you're not doing some basic habits. So here are just a few ideas of things that can you can implement in your life to have you have a good sleep. Okay. So one of the things is sticking to a schedule. Like if I'm like a late night person, and if you're a late night person, I have friends that get really up early, really in the morning. And so for me, if I try to go to bed early, like 8 or 9, I'm not going to sleep well because my mind is still awake. And I just can't do it, right? And I won't get good sleep. Even if I fall asleep, it won't be good sleep. So I try to go to bed at the same time every night. So you need to go to bed at the same time every night. It's going to help with your body get into the routine, and in the long run, it's going to help you get better sleep. Now, eating healthy is huge too. If you have a diet that's full of processed foods, if you're eating a ton of sugar, if you're eating late in the evenings, then your body is going to have a hard time winding out, especially if you eat late. Because it keeps your digestive system into, trying to digest food, and it won't allow your body to go into rest mode. So when you're sleeping, your digestion slows down. So you need to be watching what you're eating and when you're eating. Okay. This is just good for health in general. So just paying attention to that, moving your body daily, getting up and moving around. This is going to help you have good sleep pattern. And another big thing is limiting screen time. So this is hard. I mean, how many of us are just in the habit of, sitting in bed, watching our shows, checking our emails, and then you can't figure out why you're not getting to sleep. Those screens, computer screens, tablet screens, all of them have a blue light that keeps your brain awake. So that's really hard for our brains to shut down and go to sleep. So if you can stay away from screens, or what I make everybody in our family do, because I know I'm working sometimes at night, but just go into the settings and you can put it into night mode. That's another option where the screen switches from a blue light to a more of a yellowy orange light. Or get the blue light blocking glasses, right? There's so many options on the market right now. So do your research and find the ones that help you. It's going to help your body have less of that blue light effect so you can go to sleep easier. So stick to your schedule, eat healthier, move your body in some form way or another, and limit how much screen time you have. Turn off the TV before you go to bed so your brain can start to go to sleep. So these are just some things that are going to help you, because we can throw oils at you all day long, but if you're not doing these things with oils, oils can't fix everything, right? You need to help your body out a little. Okay, so we are talking about sleep. So let's talk about Serenity some more, our restful blend. This is a supplement. So this supplement is one of our favorites, Serenity Restful Complex. It has the I-theanine, and this helps to balance the hormones in our brain, and it helps us to feel relaxed. So it helps us to go to sleep. It helps us to not feel the stress. So the Serenity Complex helps you with that occasional sleeplessness. And having the good sleep. So it's going to help you fall asleep, and it's going to help you sleep better. Okay. Kids can take this as well. So if your kids have, the kind of brains that get overstimulated easily, if there's a lot of stuff going on or a lot of stress, they can take the Serenity capsule at night to help them fall asleep. Now, you don't have to take this every night, right? You're going to take this as needed, or, maybe you're going to take it on certain days because you know that, you're not able to fall asleep. It can help calm your nervous system and help reduce the stress as well. So if you're feeling like you're struggling with stress throughout the day, you can absolutely take Serenity capsules during the day, and the thing is that these are not medications, right? They're all natural. So it's not like you're going to take it and the next day you're going to feel completely groggy because you took this sleep support the night before. They're just good to help you feel calm, you know? Now, if you do take them during the day and you feel like it's just calming you too much and you're feeling a little too tired, you can switch to taking the Adaptive in the morning and Serenity in the evening, right? And then maybe take another Serenity before bedtime. So the recommended dose on this is to take it about 30 minutes before you go to sleep. So again, just know your body. try the oils and, try the supplements and see what works for you in your certain situation. Okay, now there was a clinical trial that was done on our restful complex. It was a 6-week double blind placebo controlled clinical trial. So this was done to investigate the efficacy of our soft gels. And this is so great. The study concluded that the individuals that used Serenity soft gels had improved their ability to fall asleep and waking up feeling more alert and refreshed. And I'll tell you that I have tried these when I need them, and it's so true. When I do take the Serenity Soft Gel the night before, the next morning, even if I especially take it on nights where I know I'm having very little sleep, I still feel like my brain has had a good rest. So make sure you get some of these. If you haven't tried them, if you struggle with sleep and rest, these are a great addition to your nightly routine. Now, a favorite all-time blend that we like to recommend to everybody, diffuser blend, rollerball blend, is the hibernation roller. So if you haven't tried this, it's so good. There are 4 different oils combined in equal parts. So we recommend like 20 drops of each of these in a 10 ml rollerball bottle, and then top it up with fractionated coconut oil. So we call this the hibernation roller. And you can also put this in your diffuser, right? You can put 2 to 3 drops of each of these oils in your diffuser. Um, so you can do both too. You can use it in a roller ball and you can use a diffuser. But these 4 oils work together just like to shut your brain off, right? And take your body into a deep sleep. So that's why we call it the hibernation roller. Frankincense is just so good for making our minds calm down. Frankincense in general can ease hyperactivity on the body. And then vetiver is that mind switch. It just helps you to turn the switch in your brain off so you don't have mind chatter. And it's very common. Kids who have night terrors where they would wake up and not really be awake and wander around the house, this is a great blend to keep near their bedside. Keep it near their bedside. Use it over their, under their feet in the morning, chest every night, under the feet at night, um, and on the chest, because it's so helpful to get into that deep sleep and stop the mind chatter, right? Bergamot in here is going to calm agitation, and it's very, uplifting, and as far as helping uplift the heaviness, right? So it's kind of like a natural, almost like, dare to say, sedative, right? So it's going to just calm your brain. And then the Roman chamomile. So Roman chamomile is like that sleepy blend, right? It's in so many things. Chamomile. It's going to make you feel soothe you and make you feel drowsy. It's an incredible oil to use, especially for little ones too. So if you can swap between lavender and Roman chamomile, you can actually blend them. But these 4 oils, if you combine them, it's really going to change your life. And you're going to get into that habit of turning that diffuser on or rolling that roller bottle on before you go to bed. And, I can't wait to hear what everybody thinks of this. Give it a go, right? There's so many, we have so many options, but these 4 have been put together and they really hit a lot of the issues that we have when we're trying to get good sleep. So, and it smells really, really good. So give this one a go. Okay, now I want to touch on, this could be a class in itself, the doTERRA emotional aromatherapy system. So I do want to touch on this because this is based on, chemistry again, beginning with certain chemical profiles of the blends. These are put together based on properties of the chemical constituents and, you know, not only the pleasant aroma, but I'll tell you, they all smell amazing. So while responses can be highly individual, the blending of these specific essential oils, it's that synergistic composition ideal to promote healthy emotional response. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run through the 6 of these, and you'll see kind of like why, and you can take a picture of this. This is the emotional aromatherapy wheel, which is just really empowering. These oils are all named in a way that they really empower you just to grab for the one that you're feeling in the moment. So I really like them because sometimes they just feel easy, right? Easy to grab. So we've got doTERRA Motivate, which is our encouraging blend, and it's got like several citrus and mint oils, such as like yuzu, clementine, peppermint. Okay, we've got doTERRA Cheer, which is our uplifting blend, and that's got the citrus and spice essential oils, things like wild orange, cinnamon bark, and star anise oils. We've got Passion, which is our inspiring blend. This it has spice and herbal essential oils. Okay, included in the blend is Damiana, which is a very rare essential rich oil. Okay, so again, great combination. It's also got the cinnamon bark, the ginger, cardamom, clove, and just gives you that amazing chemical profile that we're looking for inspiration. And we have the Forgive, which is our renewing blend. So this is going to mix those familiar tree oils and herb essential oils. It's got things like Nootka, which is our tree wood, okay, and some other oils, thyme oil. So like you're going to look at this and you're going to look and see, well, Forgive. I don't know if I need that, but just look at the wheel and look at the different emotions, not just telling someone that you're sorry or anything like that. It's really rich. The emotions are much richer than the word forgive. So make sure you're looking at that. Then we have doTERRA Console, which is our comforting blend. This combines floral and tree essential oils. It also has rose absolute, it has rose absolute, ylang ylang, frankincense, sandalwood, and other, great tree and flower oils. Great oil to have on hand when needed. And then we have Peace. So this is the reassuring blend, and it's a fusion of floral and mint oils. Okay, such as lavender, spearmint, and then some of the lesser known oils such as labdanum, right? So you're getting this absolutely amazingly crafted blends. Um, they're really easy. They're versatile, right? And you can really experience the benefits of aromatherapy by using these. Now, if you have not gone through Oil Camp 3, our team has Oil Camp 3, and we will dive deep into emotions and the emotional aromatherapy oils. So be sure to get your Oil Camp 1, 2, and 3 done. You will just learn so much more and go more in depth with all these oils. Okay, so let's talk about diffusing. It's such an easy word to use, but it's one of my favorite things. We do it all the time. I'm a little crazy about it. Like I have a diffuser in my car. I've got them in every room of the house. Multiple diffusers might be going at the same time if you come into my house. It's really the fastest way for you to get essential oils into your body. It hits the bloodstream immediately when you inhale those oils. So if you really want to be successful with using your oils in your home for your health needs and for your emotional needs, you need to get crazy about diffusing. Okay, so even if you're like, I just can't get into the habit of doing it, I can't remember to get my diffuser going, I just can't do it, get your diffuser out. Okay, use your diffuser, use your oils. Put a bottle of water beside your diffuser so that you can easily refill it, right? And get your oils beside your diffuser too. Um, and if you're using certain oils in a certain room, keep those oils right there. And every time you want to load your diffuser, it's so easy, right? The water's right there, the oil's right there. Like it takes like 30 seconds. So do that, and you'll find that you'll be using it much, much more. And you're going to be feeling so much better. Your physical health, your mental health, just it's so so good for us when we use our oils. So here are some ideas. Take a screenshot of it, but get really creative with the things that you want to put into your diffuser. Don't be scared. You can mix and match anything that you want because these are all pure oils, right? And empower your kids. Like my kids all have a diffuser in their bedroom. Give them a couple oils each. Sometimes they swap out oils, but they keep things like wild orange. Um, they like balance. They like lavender. A few of the different things that helps them get through the day. And I love that feeling of walking down into their rooms and smelling what they've got going, and it always tells me what's going on in their life. So I love that. Get creative. Don't be scared. And remember, if there's something that you love, I have like a pro tip for you. Like if you have a combination that you love, write it down. Use it more often, right? You're going to notice a huge shift in how you're feeling throughout the day, and you're going to feel a lot of joy. And it's going to take the thought process out of something that that is working for you. Your own blend. You can even what I like to do is take an empty bottle, and I'll just peel the label off, put another little label on it, and put in there you can use your lemon oil to take the label off, but I'll put in there the blends I use a lot. So adaptive and citrus bliss is one combination I love. So I have a bottle with adaptive and citrus bliss, and it's already blended, right? So I can it's like half and half, and I can just drop that in my diffuser. And I've just taken one more step out of using those two together in, when I need it, right? So easy, easy. Do what you need to do to be more successful with this, right? the more success you have, the more you'll use it and the more you'll be supporting your health needs. So, really great to just keep going forward with using your oils. Okay, now here's we talk a lot about supplements, and so I just wanted to show you a nice little nightly regime. Now you can change it up anywhere, but here's an idea, right? You can do Serenity soft gels to calm the nervous system. So the nightly routine, right? Um, and then it's going to balance out those hormones in your brain. It's going to make you feel relaxed and to sleep well. And then you can pair that with copaiba. Copaiba is essential oil that we get from the Amazon, and it's incredible for anxiety and just balancing the body and helping you rest. So if you try to use soft gels by themselves and you just feel like, well, I'm using these two, but they're so good, I'm feeling a little better, but you need to add something else to it, put the copaiba in the diffuser. Put these in the diffuser, the Serenity. You can add it in, you can do both, right? So copaiba again is great because adding copaiba if you don't sleep, but also if you have a lot of aches and pains, right? This directly targets pain and inflammation in the body. So it's going to help with those soothing, anxious feelings. So it helps a lot with pain. So whether you're using copaiba as a soft gel or you're using it on the body, you can do both together, right? So again, take these about 30 minutes before you go to bed, right? So habit stack that, right? Decide to wind down 30 minutes before you go to bed, right? It's so important anyways to get off the screens, to start, washing your face or changing your clothes, and take your two soft gels before you start doing all that. And by the time you've done your nightly routine of 30 minutes, you're getting in bed, and that's when you want them to start taking effect. Um, so if you can, now here's another alternate nightly regime, right, that you can try. So we've got the adaptive capsules, and then the copaiba, and then we've got the yarrow palm. So adaptive, you can use that. Again, it can be used during the day, and it can be used at night, before you go to bed. I also like to add in the yarrow palm beauty complex. And if you're saying, like, why do I need a beauty complex? But they're so good because they're helping with the beauty from the inside out, but they're also promoting great cellular health. So the Yarrow Palm capsules, they support the body. They have oils like Melissa and turmeric, which are, so good. So Melissa for emotional health. The Yarrow Palm oil, that is Yarrow, it's an essential oil combined with the pomegranate. And those two together work so well to balance hormones and stress and anxiety in the body. So you can take your Yarrow Palm capsules again. You can take them at dinner time with dinner, and then, or maybe at the snack before you go to bed, and again about 30 minutes before you go to bed. So that's just another alternate nightly regime for you so that you can try before bedtime. But again, like with all of this, you can customize your routines for what your body needs. And each person in the house can have their own custom routine, which is really amazing. It's really empowering. And really, this is how we say you're owning your life. You are taking control of feeling better. And there's two sides to that. This one, actually the physical act of feeling better. And then there's also the mental side of being like, I'm doing this for myself, for my body, and it's working. So keep using what your body needs. Okay, so if you've hung in, you are in this class, and you know you're probably a member with us, then you probably know about the loyalty rewards program. So remember that you can bundle and save and add, and all the things that we talked about, you can add them to your loyalty rewards order. We have the adaptive bundle, and then you can just do your add-ons as you need and get your monthly box, wellness box. Here's one example. It's the Adaptive Trio, a Wild Orange, the Copaiba Soft Gels, and Balance. Like, this just sounds like a dream to me. If you were to bundle something like this, you're going to look at the PV. And if you're over 125 PV before the 15th of the month, then you will get that free product of the month. And every country has a free product of the month. And so keep that in mind. It's a great way to add to your oil collection. It's a great way to try some new oils. Now, as long as you're doing over 50 PV in a month, you're going to earn the percent back, right? So whether you're at 10, 15, 20, or maybe like 30%, I'm at 30% back on every PV I spend over 50 in one order. So make sure that you're jumping into your account, looking at how you can bundle and save, and using these support systems that's available to you to help you with your mental health and help you get good sleep, help you with the emotional needs. Okay, and if you have any questions, just reach out to your upline and they will walk you through how to get these oils into your home if you are not using your account. Okay, so that's the end of our class. And I just want to say that we are on class 6 of our wellness education series. And, love these topics because it's a great entry point into each of these topics. And it really gets us thinking about how we can use our accounts, how we can use doTERRA, and really how we can start committing to this doTERRA lifestyle in all these different parts of our world. Next week is going to be women's health and hormones. Love that class too. They're all so good. And, as you're watching these classes, you know, we start thinking about a few things, okay? So I always like to talk about the three types of people that come to our classes, right? Three types of people. First type of person is excited to live a natural solutions lifestyle. So when they learn about the power of all these oils and supplements, they can't wait to try everything and make the simple swaps to feel healthier and happier. So doTERRA supports this type of person by providing free monthly essential oil education, like this class that you're in now. Now, the second type is sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, my mother needs these oils, or I want my friend to learn about this. So these people naturally want to share what they love. doTERRA supports this person through a generous system to reward people who share the products and share the lifestyle. So as these people consistently share over time, they can have their oils they purchase paid for each month. We call this free natural healthcare. And there are thousands and thousands of people all over the world who are currently receiving free natural healthcare from doTERRA. The third type of person has been watching me the entire time and thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives through educating people about the power of essential oils. So doTERRA rewards this type of person through an incredibly generous compensation plan. And as these people educate others about the power of essential oils, they can earn enough to supplement or even replace their income to become financially free. So I just want to thank you all for coming to this class and, just think about your doTERRA journey and think about the lifestyle that you want out of it. Use the oils, start sharing with your friends and let them feel the impact of our team, of the oils, of the lifestyle. And then when you're ready, start teaching others about this. I mean, this is kind of icing on the cake when it comes to doTERRA that we have so many different options and just every option is more empowering than the one before. So I just want to thank you all for coming to this class this morning and look forward to seeing you at next week's class.